Hello there folks, Cinnamon Squirrel here and welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday everybody! It's gonna be a fantastic weekend and I hope everyone else has such a great time. And yeah, we will get into today's video and hopefully, you know, make it a good one for Friday. So hopefully you've got your tea, coffee or beverage of choice to hand. And if you're having something a little bit spirited, grab one for me. But yes, we are going to go out. I did do a little tiny bit in the background just so that I've got 2 levels banked here. One's going in here and one is going here. So we've now got access. What have we got? We've got the water tank, which is fair enough, but we don't need that right now. Feeding trough is something else I want to get up and going. So we need to actually go and... Raw metal's good because we can handle raw metal. Fiber, thatch, and wood. So that's something else we need to go do. And a preserving bin. Okay, so we've got 1 or 2 things we can craft here, which is awesome because we need to push ourselves to level 20. We have also a raft to craft. Now, it is getting quite dark outside, so we will be going, which I don't see why I'm doing that right now, because we're just about to go diving, and water does not tend to last too long. Oh, sorry, fire does not tend to last too long in the water. And you always have to hop that last little bit. But, so yes, we are going to harvest the wood we can find, because everything that we're looking to make at the moment takes a decent clip of wood to do. I think we have the rest of the mats on hand. Not back. Crafting. We've got the rest of the requirements for the raft here. We just need to collect 250 wood. And I did gather hide. Unfortunately, we had to mortalize a sheep for it. But for the most part, when I was AFK, all I did was craft spark powder to get myself up in levels a little bit. Unfortunately, we haven't really had... it's a green drop with a ring all the way over there. That's unfortunate. But yeah, the sheep population is growing, so we did have to mortalize a sheep to get that, but we are looking to try and get as much wood today as we can so that we can... Oh, and I'm too heavy. Damn. And I didn't have honey on follow. So... we may have to cut our losses, unfortunately, because things tend to fall through. Wait a minute. Oh, it worked. Thank you. Because on the servers, we've been having the issue that if you drop things on the ground, it disappears. And that's not too handy to have, unfortunately. But yeah, I made that mistake with metal and then trying to pass carrots to people, and it didn't go over very well. Unfortunately, because I lost quite a substantial chunk of metal that I'd farmed early game, and the 13 carrots, damn it, and of course we have nothing to hand here, so let's go myrtleize the rock. At least we'll be able to repair that. And then once we have that, we are going to carry... there we go. And we need to dump our inventory on here. 1, 2... Wait. Do we have... We have the 250 required to craft a raft. Heck yes. That means we're going to be water portable, which is always awesome. It's a great way to travel around as long as you avoid the swampy areas especially because there's no leads on this map. So it's always better to have a raft to hand. And there's another level. No, for me. Thank you. Oh, we've got 2 levels. Oh, we got both the levels we needed. Heck yes. Right, so we've got 22 at the moment. We are going to have to put that up, but for right now, where are we? Wait. And wait. Because we're lacking in the weight department at the moment. But what we need to do next... Still need to craft the feeding trough and the preserving bin. But... We can now look at the refining forge. Ooh. Okay. That puts a dent in things a little bit. We need to get 1 more level so that we can grab this. And maybe 1 or 2 more of these first. But yes. And for this, we're going to need 125 stone. We still have the hide, which is good. But for right this moment, I don't think we need... Sorry, that's a slow way of going about things. We don't need hide for either of these. We just need fibre, stone, thatch, and wood. But for the refining forge, it's 65 hide each. You actually have enough to make 2. And 2 is always better than 1 when it comes to refining forges. Because that shit takes a while. Especially on solo player when you can't just log off and let it burn. And an Equus saddle. That's going to be huge for us. But right now we cannot get it for another little bit. So we should be able to pick up the levels quite quickly, especially while we're crafting things though. So, feeding trough. Thatch, wood, metal. So, let's give you that. And that. And I think it was 125. And we've got thatch. So, we just need to keep going with the wood at the moment. And actually use a hatchet so that we're not punching out the trees. Because that's not going to give us a whole bunch to begin with. Let's kill 1 stone. And then a bunch of fiber. But yeah, I also, while we're up here, I want to tame one of the little drakeling things. They're incredibly handy because they give you perpetual feather fall, which means that you take no fall damage, and also for whatever tame you're riding as well, which is very, very handy. So let's put that away, and we're gonna grab some more fiber, and more fiber, and even more fiber. Come on. All the fiber, and we need food because we are starving and we are going to pass out. Okay, so that's one thing I noticed about ASE as well, or ASA, is that you do drain a lot faster. So we have all the stuff for that right now. Fine, we'll craft that right now, and then after we have that, we need 100 more wood, several more thatch, and several more fiber. And then we can start looking at this big guy, but we're going to have to go put the other stuff down first, I think, and then come back for this one. So, we just crafted this. We now need another lot of fiber ore. And then we need to clear out all Zaberas, because we do not need some. Okay, so we've got the fiber, we need thatch, raw metal. Let's see if we can get that gathered briefly. I know that we have... What are you doing? Thank you. I know that we've got it in the cave, But it would be handy to have it out here as well. There's 2. We need 8. 3, 4. Nope. Come on now. Give us the last couple, please. 5, 6, 7. I believe that was 8. Let's see. Yep. And we have 9 actually. So we should also... Oops. No candle. Metal. So it's thatch and wood we need for the moment. Do you have the flint we need though? And stuff. Right. So hold this for me, please. And this... Actually, give me 1, 2. Get rid of that. Hold that, please. How much thatch and wood do we need? Thatch is 60 and a... That's gonna be the issue here. Right, so tree. Any tree. Pick a tree. Over there. Over there is the tree that we need in the Highlands. For our thatch and our wood. Right. Thatch, I'm pretty sure we just got the quota for that. And then, let's see. Wood. Whoa. Getting there a little bit. Right, so we got 50. No, I want that back actually. Oh no, we've got 105. And what we need is 120. Okay, so we only need like 1 more tree. Sorry, I think the storm is lagging us out a little bit. Although, I hope you've noticed. Yes, the graphics are down a little bit, but my gameplay is a lot smoother. So, we've fixed that more or less. Although it's gonna prove me wrong here just by being a butt. And there's Pony, level 100. We don't need 3. And we're restraining ourselves at the moment because we're gonna want to do stuff with that later. Because as we go through these skill tree points, which we haven't gotten any yet, we still need to craft... Okay, so we still need to craft 130 more spark powder so that we can craft narcotics and then eventually cementing paste, because I don't think we're going to get this. Because we tend to get high level supply crates up here. Unless we take the raft down to where you get lower level ones. And then tame 3 things. But if we do these, it shouldn't be too bad. But 1500 damage with a boomerang is just going to be a pain. So cementing paste is going to be the kicker. But so we need 130 more spark powder. Then to keep that in mind as we do this. So give me this, give me that, and we can craft this. So there we have it. We're starting to get well on our way to getting the levels we need to get to 25. And we have refining forges. So 65. We have enough for 2. Wood. We already have enough for 2. Flint is there. Definitely have enough for 2. And it's the fiber that we're missing at the moment. And 125 stone. Keepers. Okay, so actually she's got 80 on her already. So let's see. Actually, here. Hold please. With the metal. And these. And we're gonna munch briefly. And get back to it. Are you following? You are following. Okay, so let's see. These should all be stone. There we go. I'm also very much looking to forward to when I can get a sickle. I know that comes a little bit later. but the fiber that you get from a sickle is very nice. And here we are at 21. Where are we? Wait, because we keep running out of it pretty damn fast. And at 21, we get all this lovely stuff. So, Trank Arrows is there. And actually, that's quite good because it gives us a reason to craft all that quite early on. Right, so forgetting that because I just completely bypassed the fact that we're supposed to be up here with a smithy 18. And now we're gonna need additional levels because we need the pick and the hatchet. But that's gonna have to come after the forges because we need the metal ingots. It's not too expensive though, which is really good. We just need the stone and the fiber for this guy. So, here we have it. But yes, the dragonling or drakelings are very good to have. Featherfall. I've heard that you get. It's not taming XP, but you get some other kind of buff for them. Although the featherfall thing is absolutely brilliant, I think. It means you can run around without worrying about fall damage, which is so handy, especially on your tames. Especially when you're on like ground mounts that are not Thylas and you need hold on, you can have the red and the blueberries and then everything else can go out. There we are. And what did we need for this party? And we've got double that. So it's just stone now. Let's see if we can harvest you. Can we harvest you? Yes, we can. Excellent. There we are. I know that the stone tends to drop frame rates as not the stone, the storms, sorry, tend to drop frame rates as well, which is quite unfortunate, but okay, so we've got 200 there and it's 125, so we only need another little bit to be able to craft both of these, so let's just keep harvesting until our hatchet breaks, which is about to be right now. There we have it. I need to grab one. At least I believe so. We're done with that. Okay. One of these days I will remember these flawlessly. Just my brain does not want to right now. And actually, does that not make us too short for crafting? It does, of course it does. Right, let's grab the stone here. I think that's enough. Come on, give me these. One of these has to be munchable. Give me it. There we go. There we are. Right, that should be that. So put that in there, and then we need to go down briefly. Oh, I know you're getting a little bit heavy here. And then one more. There we are. And we didn't even hit it. Look at that. Let's see. Can I please? This and this stone and the hide and the flint. Why one? What are we missing for this? I seriously not seeing this. Oh, of course. I'm pretty sure we have those mats inside the cave though, so we're gonna go back and do that briefly. But we are getting up in levels here and we're getting ourselves set up, which I think is really positive because that's not our cave. Oh, I bet you it's like one level up or something. And we'll go around here because it's... Here we are. Come on, let us go up here. Because I would like to get our stuff placed. Then, as well, we are also going to need to get wood and or stone. Here we are. Foundations on the go. I don't expect anything will get in here, but I really don't want to take my chances that they come along and break everything, because that would really be an absolute pain in the backside, especially if it's only because we did not fortify our flooring. Because if it breaks the flooring, then it's going to break the structures on top also. So, let's see. I'll have this, please. And, let's see. No, we need this one for this. And this. There we are. Okay, so I think we're actually doing pretty damn well this time. We've got a raft, a preserving bin, and our trough. We've actually done quite a lot this time around, so let me see here. Trough does not have to be on foundation support, so you can go right over here, I think. And they're within trough distance, which is excellent. Oh, and there we have the ice cube. We've gotten truly into night now. If the smithy can go here, where the boxes and that are, then let's start putting our refining forges. Hey, what the hell happened there? Excuse me. Okay, but can I... Wait a minute. I... should be able... I'll have to figure out the setting for that one, because usually you click it once and then it holds the spot, but it lets you rotate what's happening. Okie dokie. And why not? We will put this here for now. Okay. So for this... No. You need to use spark powder for this. You cannot use anything else. So we're going to put the fuel in there. And then we can... Oh, you have one of those. I'll have that. Thank you very much. And this. And probably this. Come on. Can I have it, please? And in this corner we have 1, 2, and then we're gonna craft all these, and then we will have gotten past this portion of it, and then we can start to look in here, and then it will move on to narcotics, and then that way we can actually craft them a heck of a lot better. So we need to actually hold on, because our meat's probably dead. Oh no, it's not. Look at that. That's awesome. Put out the fire for now though. And then this one. Sure. Put that out too. Ooh, we do not have shelter buff here. Really? I would have thought we'd have had it. Apparently not. Okay, so turn the fires back on then. There we are. And we did start to take damage. Fabulous. Let's... There we are, there's one. What was that? Oliver wood. It was. Damn, okay. Let's see. Could always use more health. Okay, so we can also stick metal and more metal in here, and then we're gonna have to light that fire, and then we should be able to do the refining forge there as well. Right, so I prefer to get weight, but honestly we're gonna need a little bit more, I think, of fortitude. So we just unlocked all this. There's nothing really in this bit here, and as you can see I have not unlocked or been on extinction yet. Well, I have it, I just haven't been on there and or have it downloaded. I didn't feel the need, so yeah. Companion chibi carrier. Oh, that's cool. So you could have a dino with this, and then they can have like a baby one, potentially. Companion rucksack. I think that's... Oh no, that's Bob's. Okay, that'll be for the dog then. And ammo boxes and all that kind of stuff. But here we have... We're so close to you. But we need the pick and we need the hatchet. And for these to work, we are going to need this. So, let's... I don't know if that's such a good idea, honestly, going outside at the moment. I wonder if just our torch will help. We're gonna find out. Come on, honey. Let's go. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it. Does our torch help? Yes, it does. Excellent. So let's go and let's go and harvest some of this stuff up before it gets honestly just stupendously cold. We're probably going to take damage because we're in the water here as well, but that should iron itself out once we get out. That's amazing that you can swim without kicking your legs. I'm just saying. Okay. So, what are we looking for? We are looking for metal, which is cooking up. We have the hide for it, so we just need the stone and the wood, and also we just need to get more wood in general because we need to get more wood in general because we're going to need it for fires, forges, and other things like that, because we do have spark powder, but spark powder is also useful for doing other things, but also we're going to need the, we are going to need the charcoal for gun stuff later and all that. So, oh, well, that was not intentional. I'm so sorry. Look at your bloody muzzle. I do apologize. That was not intentional. I feel like that was a little bit of lag there. Sure, let's blame the lag, right? But seriously, I did not mean for that to happen at all. Actually, come here. I have that. I have a this. And then we'll just keep going. That'll be chop, chop, chop. Chop till we feel it break. Alright. And then these guys here. And in actual fact, once we have that, what are we looking at for? Oh, we can't see the egg. Back into here. And let's see. Hide and wood. Hide and wood. Okay, so we just need to make sure that we keep a little tiny bit of wood behind, and then we can go for broke for the rest of it. And we're hacking away, and we're hacking away. Okay, and let's hop back on the pony and head back to, because I think we definitely have what we need for this now. Other than the ingot. Great. Which should, I believe, be cooked up already. I'm really not sure. This is not the right one. We need to go up. And we also need to apply our torch because we're losing health. Just in time for us to take a dip. Oh no, it's still... I'm not gonna like that. That's very beneficial. So I'm not gonna say anything about it whatsoever. I also like this cave though because these crystals light up and illuminate everything so well. They are a great method of in-house lighting, and we're gonna go and munch because we need to. And actually, hold on, come here. Let's take this up here and it did give us enough, but also we need to do more for that. So let's see. We need just left half of it just because. Let's see. 30 wood. Hey, hey. And we have a smithy. Which is excellent. So we can now place this. Actually, Neat, you have been fabulously helpful, but I need you down here now. Momentarily. And then... Ooh, that's a little bit laggy. Sorry about that. Come on now. Stop it. Oh, I don't know if I like... Oh, hold on. I can disable snapping. Oh, there we have. See? So much gooder. And with the rotation... Okay. Okay. There we have it. So... That'll do. Yay! And let's take the rest of what we got out of here and drop it into here. And with that, and we have our hatchet and we have our pick. Heck yes. More metal and more crystal to come out of things. Bigger quantities of things to be harvested. But also just drop those because we do not need those anymore. And that's in the wrong slot. And we're putting that here. Excellent. So then the next things, I believe, We're gonna have to start crafting trank arrows. Actually, we need to knock this narcotics thing off our list. So we need to start grabbing hide, I think. Not hide. Meat, so that we can get spoiled meat. Do you have any on you? You might do. No. What about you? I'm surprised you have none yet. Oh, and also, what I was saying about the little drakeling things, I know that we're not taming it yet, but when you're taming them, they go in cycles of 3. So you light your torch, just like that, and once you find one, light your torch. Sometimes they kind of meander around a little bit, sometimes they'll fly straight to you. Just give it a little bit and be patient with it. But you light your torch until they are sat on your shoulder, and then you'll start getting 2-minute timers. And it'll either want you to get crafting experience, taming experience, or kill experience. No, it's not taming, is it? Hold on. Crafting, kill. It's not or harvesting, sorry. Harvesting is the other one. For crafting, I have definitely found, and I'm going to turn this off so we're not wasting it, but for crafting, I have definitely, okay, let's turn it around, and that's why we were doing that to begin with, because we're freezing. Okay. Oh, we look so orange. It's like it highlighted every copper bit in our hair and just lit it on fire. That looks so cool. We look like we're smoldering. Okay, I'm sorry. Taking a screenshot of that. But, yes. So, for crafting, I have definitely found that narcotics are the best. So, if you can have, once you get your saddle for the horse, because remember it turns it into a walking mortar and pestle, if you have a bunch of spoiled meat and a bunch of narco berries in there, and it only takes, and it depends on your settings, but for us it was only taking about, what, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, that sort of thing. 5, 6, 7, 8 narcotics to make. And then just cancel the rest of the queue once it reaches that, and then it'll ask for food. Raw mutton is really good for them. I know that they take kibble. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but yeah. It'll ask for the food, and you just hit E to do that, and then it'll ask you to wait until it's ready to eat again, and then it'll give you the next one. Now, killing things, I've found sheep work really well. But the thing is, because of this 2-minute, so you get 2 minutes to fill the bar, right? So when I was saying about crafting narcotics, you get a bar, and it'll ask you for so much XP, and you can watch it tick up. But if you do the crafting one, it ticks up quite quickly with narcotics. You can do arrows, you can do other things, but it only ticks up really slowly, and you're probably not going to be able to craft enough arrows in that 2-minute span to be able to fill your quota before the time's up. So narcotics definitely work best. So if you have a horse nearby, that's great. And then with the kill XP, definitely pteranodons were giving pretty good. Parasaurs give decent-ish. Sheep give a lot of XP. So if you kill a sheep, then you'll probably fill the quota quite quickly. The only problem I found with the kill thing is well, not the only one, there's two, but the first thing is that if you mount any tame that you have, the dragon flies off. It doesn't want to know. It wants you to do things entirely on foot. So with the horse, make sure you have it close by with the berries and the meat in it. Harvesting also goes really well with the sheep, the mutton, if when you're harvesting up the sheep. Although if you don't have any tame to or any dead creature to harvest, I found that stone with some form of metal content. So those metal nodes would probably be really good, but also the normal rocks outside that you can get some metal from work quite well as well. The only problem is if you do not fill your quota within that 2-minute timer, if you have a dead sheep lying around, it goes a little bit ballistic. It does not like sheep. It starts firing on it, and if you cannot harvest it without hitting it, it starts to chase after you as well. The only thing is, I think the taming experience or the taming effectiveness stays up, but the percentage of tame definitely drops quite a decent amount. So yeah, the little drakelings are very good to have, and it cycles through taming XP, crafting XP, and kill XP. So yeah, narcotics definitely for crafting, are the easiest thing to have a horse nearby with a saddle, and then kill XP. Dodos don't really give that much, neither do like small things like compies and whatever else. Parasaurs are but pteranodons give pretty decent XP. Sheep give the best. Or maybe not the best in total, but because you can't mount a dino, it has to be on foot, so it has to be relatively easy and not gonna kill you either. So if you can bowler things, or if you can work with a partner, have somebody else with like an argent or somebody that can carry things and have them drop them at you, and you can bowler them. And bring things of different species, like a dodo and a parasaur, because if you hit one, then they're all going to freak out if it's like a clutch of dodos and stuff you have. The other thought I did have was potentially building like a little fenced in area, and if you can either lure in things or if you have a bird, then drop them in, then you can go back into the pen and kill things as you need to, and also harvest as you need to. But just remember, dead things sometimes set these things off, so if you don't gather the required XP in time, then it's probably gonna backfire on you. So yeah, that's just something about little drakelings, but I hope to get one of them quite soon. There's plenty of sheep around as well, so if we can kill and harvest that way, and then just get a saddle on this guy and have all the mats to that didn't need any more. No, it does not. Oh. But yeah, if you can have all the mats available to craft, quite a few narcotics, because just remember as well, these things are, the higher the level, the more rounds you'll go. The higher level ones, you have to do quite a few rounds to actually be able to tame them, so. Yeah. And actually, the next thing that I want to unlock and get tamed there, not tamed, unlocked, is the saddle, so that we can craft this stuff on the fly, because being able to get one of these little things before we leave would be fantastic. But yeah, so we need 22 points. So we need to go up another few levels, maybe 2. Pardon me, sorry. Another 2 levels without spending engram points, I think. And we're freezing. No. Fine. And we are resorting to this because, you know, nighttime and all that. So, I think I've sat here and blethered at you for quite some time. And also, we've got so much done today, though. Like, we got 2 refining forges, we've got our smithy going, we've got metal tools finally, we've got our bin here, which I'm going to put first this and this on there, and probably whatever we're not using immediately from, oops, come on, this one. Yeah. So as and when, I think, we will start to do that, but where did the port and that, right, sorry, there we are. So they can start to be preserved, which is great. But yes, the Echo Saddle is the next thing I want to do, because that means we're going to be able to go and craft spark powder on the fly, which is going to be so good for leveling. And also narcotics, because we can keep spoiled meat on us. And that's the next thing actually we need to do, is go and probably kill another sheep for the so that we can let the timer roll down and get a whole bunch of spoiled meat, and also harvest up berries as we go, and then we can, oh, see, that's just weird. I don't like how the graphics flick in and out on that. Definitely gonna have to stop it. Stop it. We're definitely gonna have to work that one out. But yeah, I would like to tame one of these little drakelings. Even if it's not very high level, I would still like to demonstrate it for you guys. But yeah, we have got a bunch of our utility stuffs up. We need to get up another 2 levels to be able to get our Echo Saddle and being able to craft mortar and pestle stuff on the fly. That way we can actually make cementing paste on the go as well and get our first skill point. For the skill tree. So yes, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed the episode. I hope you found the drakeling information helpful. And it's the spring drakelings that spawn in the Highlands, so hopefully we'll catch 1 or 2 of those flitting around quite shortly. And yeah, I hope you guys have the most fantastic weekend. I really do. I hope that you have such a fun time, and yeah, I will catch you guys next week. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next one. And remember, if you have enjoyed the video or if you found the information helpful, please hit the like button along with the subscribe and bell button so you don't miss any future content. And let me know what you think of today's episode down in the comment section. Cheerio, folks!